one of the drunkest I ever got it was Dad's weekend, which is always the weekend where it's cold as shit. Dads come out there. The cops are kind of just on the same page of, hey, they're with their dads. We're not going to arrest anybody. Just don't fight. Don't throw up in the street. We're going to leave you alone. My dad doesn't drink. So, shout out Ed. Eddie B is not a big drinker. So he didn't come to Dad's weekend. Zach, his dad, Ron. Whoo, shout out Ron John. That Trump-loving son of a bitch. I don't even know if he loves Trump. I'm just going to go ahead and assume. But Ron came out, and Ron loved getting us fucked up because he loves seeing... Because I think when you're a dad and you fucking make a person with the spunk in your balls, like your ball spunk creates life, and then you see him, you're like, hey, I'm going to get this guy fucked up and see what happens to him. That's an exciting little experiment, isn't it? Well, what happened was Zach got super sick for Dad's weekend, and him and Ron just stayed in. But Blair went out and got blacked out. Dude, I got so pissed drunk. When you're walking with one eye and you kind of got to like wobble a little bit, your feet and your hands all have to be touching something solid just as steady. And at this point in my life, what I would do is I thought that if I get drunk, I just take a shower and a shower will sober me up. It's not really how showers work, okay? Because when you go take a hot anything and you heat your blood back up, you will actually start processing the liquor faster and it'll get you more fucked up. I am an idiot. So I stumble in. And by the way, Zach was so sick. He was asleep. We had bunk beds, right? Too cute. We had bunk beds. And this is much of a cunt I am, is I'm 5'8", 150 pounds. Zach's 6'4", like 280. And I put him on the top bunk. But he was sick. He's like, I don't have the effort to climb the top bunk. That's fair. So I came back. Ron John passed out on the floor, air mattress. Again, we live in a shoebox. So when you open the door, you can't even get the door open if there's an air mattress on the floor. So I just fall onto Ron and just grab his face like, hey, Ron, what's up, Dad? Zach's fucking drunk off his NyQuil. I go take a shower. Now, this is kind of where I started to realize that maybe the shower wasn't the best idea. By the way, I want you to know, what I drank that night was pink lemonade vodka and pink lemonade. Just gonna mix them together and still have it. I don't want to taste the alcohol. I just want to feel the alcohol in my system. And then what we would do is we'd go to Munchies. I wanted a Philly cheesesteak. So I fucking go inside, spend like $18 on a Philly cheesesteak. I get it. I eat all of it. Me, Matt, Big Jake. I'm fucking sideways, dude. I go back, stumble onto Ron's face, give him a kiss on the lips, a little bit of tongue, just so he knows I love him. I go take a shower. This is where my theory on showering was probably not the best idea. As I'm taking the shower, I get the spins. Usually the spins happen when you sit down. I had the spins standing up. I should also mention that at this point in my life, what I would do is if I got too drunk, I would just shove a bunch of fingers in the back of my mouth and make myself... So, spins, shower, maybe... I'll just dump it on the shower. There's a drain right there. Dude, I projectile vomit into the shower. It was the most... and it was fresh Philly cheesesteak. It was still hot. Like the cheese was still kind of melting. I just unload a full foot-long Philly cheesesteak sandwich onto my feet in the shower. I'm like, that's not cool. I walk out of that shower, calm as a cucumber. Walk 2 showers down, rinse off my feet, shower a little more, stumble back into the room, climb up to the top bunk. Zach's dad's an early riser. Plus, he's an old guy on a fucking floor of a dorm. Not the best time. Goes to shower, comes back in. He opens the door and goes, who pukes in a fucking shower? What kind of sick, disgusting fuck walks into where people get clean and makes it dirty? And I'm just like... Oh, yeah. Fucking Ron, the guys on this floor are just assholes, man. I think I know who did it. I think I know the guy. He was looking pretty fucked up last night. I'll find him. And then I just held on to that lie. I couldn't tell him. I couldn't tell him in the moment it was me. I waited until the day before Zach got married.